All right,
Live.
we are so live. What is up, YouTube? It is Thursday, June 24th. You are tuned into the Hi There Show, the show where a couple of UX designers create an probably award-winning app every week, every single week.
Award-winning candidate, for sure.
For sure. For sure. We are dipping our toes in the ocean of app ideas on the internet, and we're banging them out over here. It's like an app factory. My name is Nick Brunt. I'm a UX designer. I am joined as always by my co-host Ian Conrad. What up, Ian?
Hello, Nick.
Intro complete. We have said hi. We're live on the internet. Box checked.
What's next?
What's next on the
list? On our ordered list.
On our ordered list of items.
What's LI number 2?
LI number 2 on the list that I actually have written on my desk. How's your week? How's your week in working as a professional design professional?
Professional
as a designer.
A UX practitioner?
A UXist?
Yeah, I like to. I'm practicing UX, I like to say. Just like a doctor practices medicine.
Yeah.
I'm only practicing. I'm not making guarantees. I'm not a professional yet. It's always life is just a big practice.
It's all just a big practice. See, that's the loophole that doctors get around, because when you go after them, they're like, I was just practicing.
Yeah, you killed me.
I literally told you that I was just practicing.
It's literally called a practice. It's like,
you
practice
came in,
makes
man.
Perfect. I'm trying. Look.
Look, I made some mistakes, but give me time.
Yeah, so I've been practicing UX all week.
Mm-hmm.
Just working on some projects.
Looking
into some user data to see how people use things.
Oh.
And the different places people are adding items to carts and things like that.
Okay. I see. You're being
the shopping cart journey.
You're being vague and non-specific.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, it's those disclosure agreements. They're always non. I'm so sick and tired of disclosure agreements being non. Why can't they just be disclosure?
Full disclosure. You have to talk about your job
exactly
publicly, or you'll get fired. No, I don't want to give away secrets, but I don't think analyzing data is too secretive.
Yeah, no.
Shopping carts.
This is a LinkedIn post about how companies really need to look to full disclosure agreements to foster a thought leader environment.
I agree.
If we're going to be thought leaders, get it all out there.
If everyone put everything out there, we would be at the same competitive level again, right? If everybody knew everybody's work, then we're at the same level, except it's more fun.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, particularly on the web, a little less so with apps. But I mean, man, you kind of make the thing and put it out there. There's not a ton of secrets. Maybe not on the front end, anyway.
No, there's no real secrets.
Anyway, you're gonna show me all that data later, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, don't worry.
Backroom pro discussions. Yeah, I've kind of been doing the same thing. Working that busy agency life. I don't know how many of our audience out there also works for agencies, but I find that agencies being like a vendor, like clients hire us to make things. Summer is so busy, and I don't know why.
Interesting. I would have thought there would be a gap where people go on vacation and then there's nothing to.
I think my personal theory, and I mean, I get vacation. Everybody I work with gets vacation. I think the check writers go on vacation and they say, this all needs to get done. So the decision makers, the stakeholders, they're just not there, but the deadline still has to happen.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like, the deadline's there. Yeah.
The other half of the year, though, like on the other side of the year in December, clients just completely stop writing emails around the 7th of December. And it ends.
Okay.
Yeah, agency pro tip. December 7th, you're just cruising through life. That's actually not true at all, but yeah. About the cruising part.
You're not cruising.
I'm not cruising through anything.
Like,
I work
slalom.
I work so hard. If anything, I stay later because I want everyone to have a better Christmas. is what I do.
The gift of work.
The gift of work. But yeah, good work. Good week pushing those pixels. Man, design, doing art direction and design on the web. It's a lot of work, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All those templates.
Lots of templates.
Okay, let's try diving into it this week, because I know we want a lot of time to work on this week's idea. We kind of got teed up with something. Maybe we can start by taking a look at last week's idea. Do we have that up on the hi there Ovision?
Fun. That was a good one. That was really fun.
Oh, definitely. Award-winning candidate, a real disruptor in the social space.
Zooming around our giant canvas here.
Yeah, that's okay. Figma has giant, for people who work in XD, and I guess to a certain extent Sketch, the canvas that you work on in Figma seems to be like unending.
It's almost too big because I couldn't find this. But the funny thing is, yeah, I was working in XD and I'm like, where's the setting to increase the canvas size? It's too small. I can't fit all my designs on the screen. I was kind of panicking, so I just had to move everything else around.
XD also lags like crazy once you get a certain amount of vectors on it. I'm sure this does too, but we do pretty simple stuff. So
it does, but yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way once. We just were filling it full, just adding more and more, just like little prototypes.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't. I thought it was my computer because it was getting a bit old, and then everyone's like, what's going on here? I'm like, okay, let's start to break these files up. So yeah, it'll chug. Yeah, our last idea though. What was it called?
Nice idea. VaxPass?
VaxPass. We came up with that, right?
Yeah. So this is going to be an app that, we did come up with this. This is going to be an app that everybody would agree to use. It would track your online activity, track your location activity, track all that good stuff that, like Facebook and Google and Twitter. I get what are the other like 4 companies, but use all that good goop that people have to develop a profile of you, so that when you invite your friends over, you can scan them and it would tell you if they've been up to any sort of COVID risky behavior, any kind of anti-vax thinking or feeling,
Mm-hmm.
And what that would let you do, I think in our user scenario, the journey that we wrote, would be that you would actually just kick them out of your house. And further to that, you would probably want to cut them out of your life entirely. So we did start to flesh out functionality for that. Also, we should call this segment the Scrum.
The Scrum. That's exactly what it is.
It is. We do a 10-minute stand-up and we talk about what we made.
Yeah, what we did yesterday. Very appropriate.
I'm gonna write that on my desk.
Taking notes. Excellent. Yeah, so this was an idea by someone on the internet. And they wanted to be able to, I guess the problem they kind of presented was if they were having a dinner party, they don't want people that are unvaccinated or COVID risk to come over.
To sully the dining experience.
Yeah, to sully that experience and give everybody COVID. They don't want to have a super spreader event. Haven't heard that word in a while. Super spreader
it sounds like they just became events.
It's good. Yeah, that's just it's like acid rain. It's just rain. The rain has acid in it. Deal with it.
Eventually, yeah.
Let's drop the acid. Rain. The PR department got involved. Yeah, so that was the need, and then what are we doing here? We plan an event.
Mm-hmm.
We have someone discovering the app, inviting people to this app. Like Nick said, it's like an opt-in process, so everyone's got to kind of be. Well, actually, they have to be on board for part of it if we had any kind of like vaccine passport verification here. But as Nick said, there was also this notion of a risky content alert. So you don't need your consent for that. We're pulling all your Facebook data, add your friends,
publicly available.
Right?
Yep, and publicly available, just associated with your name and your location.
Mm-hmm. So
we'll scrape that. And I mean, there's opt-in there. It's one of those things. I mean, maybe from a startup perspective, initially we're going to have a heavy investment in terms of marketing and word of mouth and just making sure everybody knows the name of this app because, you know, if your friends have it and they ask you, they request you to use it before you go to the party, you're probably going to get it. Indeed. You know, we should have talked about maybe there was like microtransactions to get like a slide, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like we'll fake this one and give you an accepted for $1.99 or like 15 VaxPass gems.
Yeah, we need that step in there to have to get them to buy some gems first.
Oh, but then the host of the party could like slap that down with their own gems. You know, so then you've got this game of wits going on at the door.
Basically, yeah, whoever spends the most has the most accurate information and won't get COVID.
Damn, dude, we could just sit here and work on this for 2 more hours.
Yeah, the business side of it's really starting to fall into place now, I think. Well, anyway. Fine.
Anyway.
Maybe we'll come back to it.
We did release it.
If there's a fourth wave, then let's make this app. There won't be anything else to do legally.
No, that's a good idea. Yeah, and in the future, sort of like in interviews and stuff, we'll be able to say it was the fourth that did it. That fourth wave made us trillionaires. Made us trillionaires.
3 times, okay. Fourth, sorry. I have to. You know what? It was starting to really suck until we really became billionaires off this fourth wave. So we're joining in that group that's benefiting from this. Hey, if you can't beat them, join them.
Exactly. I would want to know that our startup saw what was happening with the pandemic and absolutely found a way to take advantage of it and profiteer.
It is the way. It's the American way.
We could call our startup just the Profiteers. So we should move on. We should dive into the idea here. So we have time to work on it here.
We got a special idea this week that we're excited about.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull that up. I keep doing it and then I close the tab. A friend of ours tagged us in a tweet and it made us laugh. So we were like, well, what if we just actually made that product? So, are you ready for the tweet?
I'm ready. I got it up on screen.
Okay, so I'll take the city name out because I don't know. Let's just say nameless big city needs a website that breaks down pizza deals.
I like it.
So I'll read that one more time, and I feel like that's the audience is going like, "Oh my god, a pizza app!" But no, hold on. Magic.
Oh my god, a pizza app.
That's what all users do, isn't it? That's not confirmation bias, but maybe it is confirmation bias. But the magic here, the nugget, the sweet nougat of startup fame is in here, and it's the ambiguity in the way that the tweet is written. So hold on, let me read it one more time. Nameless big city needs a website that breaks down pizza deals.
Pizza deals.
Pizza deals. So I feel like when you hear, if somebody were to pitch to me a pizza deal app, my first thought is, well, it's an app that shows me what the cheapest pizza deal is. I don't think that that's what this person is proposing here. I think that they're proposing a website that breaks down pizza deals into its component parts to give you like the most mathematically correct pizza deal that applies for you and your family.
Okay. So we're gonna
their financial needs.
Oh, so we're gonna dig into like the data a bit. How do we slice and dice this pizza data down so that we can serve up these hot, fresh deals? It's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good. That was wonderful wordplay there.
No, I only had the slice and dice pre-thought up. I use that every week. It's just regular. It's like, we need to slice and dice this data. So if I don't have anything else to say, then I mean.
And everyone's going, "Oh my god, he's gonna draw the pizza diagram again." Jeez. Every week with this pizza diagram, Ian, you can't break everything down into 8 parts, and you're like, "I fucking can, and I will."
It's like, look, we've sliced and diced this data.
Look, guys, we've sliced it, we've diced it.
What do you want to do with it now?
Minced it and pounded it. quantify it. Quantify it. That's what you say. I think we need to reduce ambiguity by quantifying this data. All right, what are we looking at on stream here? We're looking at the height of the show. Oh, you've put the tweet in there.
I put the tweet in.
Wonderful.
Am I doxing people? No, I think this is okay. It's public.
It's public enough. Nobody watches the show. Well, the beauty of the show is that nobody watches it, and that gives us a lot of freedom as creators. Where's your mouse on the screen?
Right here.
I don't know, y'all. I'm lost. Oh, I found you. Oh, you're way off.
Yeah, I went up to the top. We're in the top left. We're in the northwest quadrant of Figma. It's kind of cold up here. I'm glad I'm not alone anymore. All right.
Okay. Oh my god, a pizza.
Pizza deals. Let's do some fake user research.
So I want to start over here with, I guess, pillars. You probably find a different language for that. I want to start.
I like pillars.
I'm gonna start a list of names right now, right from the tippy top.
There are no italics. This dang font doesn't have italics.
Roboto doesn't have italics. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, there we go. Oh my god, a pizza app.
So. Sorry, my stuff's wigging out. So, okay. Typically, I mean, I'm making some assumptions here, and we shouldn't do this in this very research-based field that we practice.
We'll I'm assuming later.
I'm assuming that a pizza deal app on its face is going to give me what the cheapest slab of pizza I can get around me is. That's what I would expect.
That's certainly an element. Yeah, when I see deal, I want a deal. I want a good.
But that wasn't the ask. The ask from the client was needs a website that breaks down pizza deals. So how do we break? I mean, this is very top of mind, but we need to break pizza deals down into its component parts.
What are the
so that you can?
Parts
I don't know, like
deal?
I don't know. There's all kinds of different pizza deals, like
price, obviously.
Yeah, like price. Like sometimes, like there's like a pizza deal, and it comes with 2 liters of pop or soda.
Yeah.
2 liters of some of that delicious soda.
Extras. Soda.
Yeah, but when you look at the price and you kind of add them together, you're like, oh, I'm actually paying like 50 cents for the pop. I'm saving money on the pop, which is what I never wanted in the first place.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, maybe I don't want that. So maybe that's not a deal that I want. That's a good thing to think of.
So, okay, this is too nitty gritty. I'm feeling you. I feel like I'm getting these strong Ian vibes of like, we need to take a step back from all of that and talk about user intent.
User intent.
Maybe.
Breaks down pizza deals. Let's see if we can call. Let's call this guy up right now.
Yeah. Hey, what up?
So someone else posted. Did you go to this website that they posted?
Yeah, pizzahalifax.com. So do you know the history of this site was that people who owned pizzerias in our city used to pay to be on this site? So they would pay a fee, and pizzahalifax.com would take a picture of your menu and put it on the site under your pizza shop.
I remember, I swear I've used it before a million years ago.
We totally did. We lived together in our 20s downtown, and this was the only way to get the menus of local pizza places. It was before it was easy to get your stuff online via social.
Right.
So it was like
there was no social.
Yeah, it was like either pay $10,000 for someone to make your website, or you can pay pizzahalifax.com $20, and scan your menu. But again, we're talking about like, I don't know. I see some deals. What do these deals even mean?
I'm going to drop a screenshot in. Wow, it's small.
How wide is this column in the middle? How's the site built? It's tables, yo.
I imagine. I mean, video difference is on there. That hasn't been
Which is
around for a few
definitely
years.
closed. No,
Yeah, okay.
this is tables. TD tags, T bodies, TRs, tables.
The last people to pay for ads on this site are cleaning up, like Sobeys and Pepsi. Just
There's an
get the
ad on. Sorry, there's an ad on here for Molson Dry Ice, which is beer.
That's really funny.
Why do I not see alcohol ads everywhere, but somehow it's here?
That's a good point.
Like, why don't I'm their demographic? Why don't I see beer in every second ad?
This definitely isn't running like AdSense. They paid for this direct from Molson or some rep for sure. So they've got a sales. Someone's on sales, like contacting all these stores to advertise. They probably got a ton of traffic. They probably still do, because if you type in a search for Pizza Halifax.
Oh, they have a website counter and it's broken.
Yeah, that sucks.
That does sucks.
1 million page views a year.
Site design and hosting. I don't want to out the company who designed this lovely site, so I won't, but
I mean, it was designed in the year 2000.
Yo, you should check out this. You should check out this agency. Their tagline, they're like H1 is 80% of website visitors are on phones.
No, I don't think that's accurate.
80% of every visitor. Okay, no. Cool.
All right. Well, pizza deals. Pizza deals. What kind of things do I want about pizzas? Like what kind of deals?
No. That wasn't the ask.
The
ask from our client who is paying us to do this episode with money.
Yeah, okay.
He's looking for a website that breaks down pizza deals. And I propose that this app has some sort of deal analyzing technology aimed at delivering value where users expect it.
Okay, yeah, my brain's starting to storm a bit.
I'm going to keep that one in my back pocket for any time that somebody asks you a question in a meeting about a website. You can say, look, what we're doing is aimed at delivering the value where users expect it. And everyone in the room will go like,
That's the internet. That's earth shattering.
The internet man said value.
I actually like that. That'd be a fun challenge about things that we should try and like bring up. I almost got to use the rundown today from The Office. I don't know if you remember that. It's a whole thing. Someone asked Jim to make a rundown, and he's like, what the heck is a rundown?
What is a rundown?
Well, it's a rundown of his clients, so I figured it would just be a list of his clients and, I don't know, maybe revenue from them. But I was almost going to ask today. It's like, it'd be nice to see a rundown of this, but it didn't quite fit.
I guess I call those briefs.
A brief.
It's like write a brief, and a brief is not long. It sets the bar at this could be an email. Like I might write something that's akin to an email, or it could be 2 pages and have a letterhead on it.
Okay.
You don't know. It's brief. It's brief.
It's pretty brief. That's the point.
I think when we're breaking down pizza deals, we're looking at one level deeper than cheapest pizza near me.
It's not. Yeah, it's not just about. I agree. It shouldn't be absolutely about price. There's a lot of other factors to consider, but price is one of them.
Price is one of them. You know, we'll tie some systems in there. Some, I don't know. Can we gamify it?
Maybe we can gamify it by like. I'm thinking like, how do we get our data? Some of it. can we pull stuff from photographs? Like we can scrape the internet for content and like pricing information. We can get like, I'm thinking blue sky here. We can look at social media or people's submitted photos to determine quality of pizza and or quantity of pizza. So like size, and if it looks like a big pizza and it's cheap, there's your bang for your buck. Maybe there's your like absolute price.
Well, there's information to be garnered there. It's like, here's the value of the savings, but the savings has resulted in something that is 100% pizza. Like, it wasn't a pizza wings combo.
Right.
So we're starting to understand the levels of, value relating to price.
Yeah, and you're not getting kind of tricked by these things like chicken wings and matzo sticks that get thrown in. It's like, yeah, I didn't quite want those, but it seems like a good deal because it includes them. But really, your pizza deal in itself, the thing you really wanted.
Yeah, you're getting like 12.
You're kind of getting swindled.
You're kind of getting swindled, folks. You're getting the chicken wings from the grocery store down the street. But man, they do have those deep fries, though. Goddamn. Yeah, okay. I think this is starting to mesh a little bit. So, from what you're describing, I feel like what you're talking about is more of a sort of an autonomous pizza machine that devours information. So it's not so much something like Pizza Halifax where you have to submit your information, like you partner with the site. This thing is out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, scraping info, processing it, working all the time.
Yeah, I think so. Keeping that data up to date, not having to rely on anybody.
It's funny how many...
Let's get into this automated future.
It's funny to me how many episodes we've done that end with, okay, well, all it would take is an all-seeing AI that constantly monitors social traffic to understand what we need to do here. And that's kind of everything. That's kind of every company on the internet. That's what they do. I can't get over this beer ad. It's driving me nuts. 8 cans, $12.99. Are you a 6%er? It's literally advertising that it's like strong beer. This can't be a legal ad. It can't. It doesn't even say like drink responsibly or don't.
Yeah, I think
don't fucking go swimming.
Don't go swimming. Yeah, this probably wouldn't happen today, would it?
I don't think so. There's also other problems on here too. Like, they have links to Sobeys and a Loblaws owned corporation, which is a massive, hypermassive grocery chain in Canada. I don't think any of these brands would want their logos next to an illegal ad talking about how wicked drunk you get off this beer. That's a weird thing.
It's a weird combination.
I should write and comment and tweet and cause everyone a bunch of problems over this. Get listed now. Okay, hold on.
You know what's weird is I didn't even notice this big green banner that I'm gonna have to read again to understand, but it says maybe green. Sadly, a Green or NDP vote helps the goddamned cons. So I guess this is an ad. This is a Liberal ad. So it basically says don't split the vote. Is that kind of what it's going on here? It's getting political. I didn't expect a pizza website from the year 2000.
Yeah, that banner links to a local pollution initiative. Say no to pollution. Blue, green algae bloom. Yeah, I'm not gonna dig into this. It's frightening.
Let's just leave it. Pizza Hut. We got lots of Pizza Hut ads. So I'm just starting to think of like some pizza attributes that we can maybe slice and dice by.
Well, could we, okay, we should keep making this list, but I guess right now I'm hoping we could discuss like what are some high level experiential things? Like, what do I expect at a very high level to get out of this app? Because I guess at a certain point, it is what is the cheapest pizza around me, but we're gonna go deeper than that.
Okay, that's a good one to start with. What is the cheapest pizza? Hold on, I'm gonna do that here.
So is this? Are we starting a user journey? Are we walking down the path here?
I think we should. Yeah, let's walk down the path. What is the cheapest pizza around me? Hold on. To increase the size of this emoji. Emojis don't get any bigger than. Oh, this almost looks like it's a pretty like detailed pizza. It's kind of like photorealistic in a sense. Isn't that weird?
Like the emoji pizza?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How cool would it be like the illustrator or designer that drew that?
Pretty amazing.
I bet you these are facts that you could look up. I'm sure that an insane amount of time went into drawing those emojis and making sure that they render properly on different devices and, and.
The crazy thing is, like, there's different emojis for different devices. Like an Android renders the emoji differently than Apple.
I'm going through the sign-up process on Pizza Halifax because I want to find out how much it costs.
Pizza soon.
Pizza soon. See, that's a good name for a pizza place. There's a way to phrase this question. Like, not the question sound. It's more like, how do we contextualize the user? Because I feel like our users are going to be the type of people that need to break down pizza deals into its component parts. Never mind. Sorry, I'm totally taking you off your thought here. Taking off your thought game.
We can like user storyize this. I'm just trying to think of some like scenarios where I'm trying to like put into words what I'm thinking. Like, let's do a retroactive. Let's do a what do we used to call them? A think aloud.
Think aloud.
Like I want to find like there's absolute price cheap, but then there's like I want to find the best deal like for the pizza that meets my like criteria. So
you think like, maybe
so maybe the first quality level or something, like maybe I have a certain quality standards or
so it's more
types of pizza, or maybe I do want those types of deals. Who knows? You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, you're a discerning pizza person. Like you've gone and, downloaded this app. You're conceivably paying a subscription service for this app, which we should talk about later. Like one of those apps that charges you $1.99 a year and you're never going to remember to turn it off.
Oh yeah, that'd be, get thousands of people on board and a nice little bit of passive income, right?
So maybe instead of saying what's the cheapest pizza around me, one of them could be how can I connect with the pizza that is best for me and also receive the best value.
Yeah, I want to connect with I like that, connecting with the pizza. Like I want to connect with the
right one for me.
The right pizza.
So like you say, like you might have criteria, pizzeria.
The right pizza place, pizzeria, pizza emporium.
I think it's pronounced pizzeria.
Pizza Iolo.
I'm not gonna do an accent because that is so rude and terrible in 2021. You can't just mimic Italian people.
I think Italian is one of the. I think that's still okay.
They're like fine with it. Maybe like them and like Australian people. How do you know that I'm not
Italian? Yeah, Australian.
How do I know you're not Italian?
Yeah.
Ian, Ian, you're translucent.
Hey.
Hey.
That's not even a joke. I sort of am translucent.
Well, I would be too. Especially since I stay inside all the time and work, and that's what COVID does.
That's good. They got us right where they want us.
Ken seafood and pizza.
Wait, what? Seafood?
Ken seafood and pizza. I feel it was like Ken really wanted to start a seafood restaurant like his whole life. And when he was buying the property, there was a pizza oven there. And he's like, well, fuck it. I bet you if I called them and was like, can I get anchovies on my pizza? They'd be like, that's crazy. For my personal pizza preferences and financial needs. Yeah.
So we've got the deal aspect, money's a factor in this.
So
but it doesn't always have to be the be all end all, because there's, like I said, different pizza attributes. And I remember seeing, someone speak about pizza and like a pizza, like a kind of like quality control or quality assurance, but for pizza. And I wish I could figure out what to search for. But there's a bunch of factors that I'm thinking just, there's tons of data sources for like quality of pizza, like obviously user comments and ratings would be one of them. But I'm thinking like, obviously there's places that you would expect to go like Yelp and whatnot to pull like user data from to kind of figure out the quality of something. But I think there's a lot more kind of interesting places that you could scrape that data from. If the sky is the limit here, people on Yelp know that they're creating a review, but like, what if you're scraping social media, Twitter, Facebook for things that people are saying about pizza, looking at Instagram for the photos of the pizza. You can use AI to kind of analyze the image of that pizza.
So are you talking about
like quality?
So from like the user's perspective, or like, are you saying like, what's the local sentiment on pizza?
Yeah. What's the
vibe?
Yeah. What's the sentiment on the pizza, so that we can take that data and just kind of amalgamate it into some kind of like pizza algorithm.
Pizza score.
Pizza score. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What's your pizza score? And it's like your pizza score could be like, I'm 20% emotional and 30% texture and 50% radical. And those are tags that you can compare, through the experience.
Sentiment. I like it.
Sentiment is a word I feel like we're going to say a lot over the next little bit. I'm working on a post-it note over here. Who is the user?
Who is our user?
So far they are unbearably fussy about price and quality. Like, this person is just, oh my God, you're just trying to get pizza and they're like pulling out this app and it's the middle of the night and you're going like, look, it's fine. We'll just eat the chicken wings.
It's like, hold on. We need to do this right.
Hold on.
There's a way to do this.
I need everybody to sign in so that I can get your pizza score. Concerned about the financial needs of their family. That makes sense. Can I adjust the text size individually, like on a post-it by post-it basis?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could even do it on a line-by-line basis.
That's what I'm looking for.
Want to. There you go. OMG Pizza. There's one name on the short list.
I'm in for that, but from a marketing perspective, I would be more comfortable if we did this. Like, what do you feel? Like, I mean, there's a lot of people that might, find that term offensive.
I love gosh. It's wholesome. Kind of increases my appetite.
I've been thinking this whole time trying to think of a name, and all I could come up with was Pizza Hackers.
We hack pizza data to provide you with the best result.
And it's like this fucking anonymous guy with the mask on and stuff.
Yes.
I hear you are looking for the best pizza deals.
You want to break down pizza deals?
Break it down.
Break it down.
Wrote that word twice. So I was doing this sticky note routine with like actual real life clients in a discovery session this week. I think we were talking about it earlier. I can type and I can spell. I swear to God, I went to school. I type and I spell and it's fine. And I get in a room with clients and I have to type on the screen in front of them. And it's this weird metacognitive exercise I suddenly don't know how to type and spell anymore. You're like, what if it's wrong? And everybody in this meeting spends the rest of the meeting going like, oh man.
It's almost like a dream where it's like you just try to keep writing and you can't type the words. I've had that happen multiple times. My big one is instead of typing from, I type form.
Ooh.
All the time. And I and I'll be typing and it's just wrong.
And the development team's like, ooh, nice one, loser.
Yeah.
Throw a pop can at you.
Type much. People are just like leaving the meeting.
Can you imagine if that was a thing? If people didn't like your meeting or they were tired of it, that you could just leave. You're like, all right.
We were talking about that the other day of like, what if what's meeting etiquette? And it's like, what if you realize you just don't need to be in a meeting? Like, is it weird to just leave? And I'm just like, go. I'd like to think that it's not, but I don't know. It
super would be. I would mark the person that left forever. Although I'm sure I've had that happen where people are like, look, I got a hard stop at 11 and they get up and they go. I don't know. I'd want to punish them severely. It's a real sign of disrespect. Like they turn around and sort of spit at the floor, like when they go out the door.
Yeah. It's an e-spit. Yeah. That's what I think it depends. If I invited them to the meeting, then it was probably thoughtful. But if it was someone that it was one of those like everyone just invites everybody meetings and doesn't put any info in the meeting invite about what it is and why you're invited. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like sometimes you get invited to meetings that make no sense.
I was guilty of that this week. Much like every other design department in the world, we have a once a week like let's get together and talk session. Mm-hmm. For when we're siloed off. And it got canceled this week, and the person who was going to present their work like bailed, and it was going to fall apart. So I chimed in and I went, "Hey guys, it would still be nice to chat. Let's like get together." Now I'm thinking this is like a fun time, right? Mm-hmm. So the meeting comes around and I jump on and everybody's looking at me like, "All right, like you've called us here. Like, what do you want?"
Yeah, like we almost got away with not having this meeting, and you did this, so spotlight's on you, buddy.
I thought I was being positive, and anyway, I understood it by the time we were done, but it was just funny because I was like, no, I just wanted to like hang out. Like, what are you guys up to? How's your week going?
Yeah, so we're all good.
We're all good. How's everyone doing?
It felt weird to not do this,
Just thought you guys wanted to hang out, maybe talk about movies or something. I don't know. All right, I'm calling this the Ask, or maybe Client Ask. Is someone beeping their horn over there?
Yeah, someone's fire alarm. Yes.
Just having a little fit out there.
It's like, please, I hope I'll come help you steal the car if you'll drive it away with the alarm going off. Get it out of here. Nobody cares. No one cares if your car is getting stolen. I'm sorry. If you have a car alarm, nobody is going to do anything about that. I don't know what you're thinking. I'm not going to stop someone from stealing their car. Ever.
How often, like, I can't prove this, but if we look at it like a use case, like, so the use case would be, I hear my alarm go off, I run outside, there's someone trying to steal it, and I chase them off.
Never.
Never, not once has that ever happened. And you know what? If you find yourself in that situation, don't approach somebody stealing your car, dude.
No, don't do it.
You'll get stabbed. It's not worth your car. Just call someone or take a picture.
Yeah, if they're still there, it's not good.
It's 2021. Chances are it's leased and insured. Kiss your car goodbye and celebrate the fact that you're going to get a new one for free. Exactly. Have my car. Have my Jeep.
Take it. Yeah, I spilled.
Friggin' take it. I don't even own the thing, and they're just going to give me a new one.
Spilled coffee on the seat.
Hold on. I think we invented car theft fraud. When I'm hungry for a pizza, I want to connect with the right pizzeria for my pizza preferences and personal financial needs. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's one desire. Maybe we can call this desires. I'm just making up terms.
Yeah, desires, jobs to be done. I like desires.
Jobs to be done is good.
That's a whole.
So I'll bullet that one. I don't even know what I was going to write. I'm trying to organize these. Should we design an app? How do we complete this?
We need some.
You know what? I think we've discussed it. We know what we're doing here. We're about at the halfway mark. Do you want to take a 3 or 4 minute break? And we'll come back and really drill into this. Maybe when we come back, we get into like, I don't know. We'll do what we do. I'll start on the front end. We'll work on a user journey.
Yeah, let's start prototyping and like put a fork in this GitHub, whatever.
Unfortunately, the only device that I think that our budget is going to let us support is a Sidekick, a Nokia Sidekick. So that'll be an interesting challenge today, I think.
Sweet.
I wonder what that was developed on. Probably Java. Those are probably Java apps. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Welcome back, everybody.
We did it. We made it back. We got through break. We had a great break. I went upstairs. I pet the cat.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a good break. I just wanted to let you know.
A little cat petting. Good.
Little cat pet. Little cat pet. All right, we're back. We're working on Pizza Hackers, the app that breaks down pizza deals. This might actually be a good app.
That's what it does.
That's what it does. So we're sort of peddling in the ambiguity of breaks down pizza deals, which I think is sort of compelling. I guess I should get an iPhone on here. I'll copy one from elsewhere. I mean, is it an iPhone? Is it a tablet? I guess in this case, it's obviously an app. Sometimes things are just obviously what they are.
Everyone likes phones.
Everybody likes phones. They all got them. All those kids and their dang phones. They just got them everywhere. Their mobile devices. Mobiles.
Yeah, I got my mobile here.
Without doing any research at all, I would assume that this is the kind of app you'd want on your phone.
100%.
Hold on, everyone. Let me open up my laptop and check out these sweet pizza deals.
Oh, hold on. I need to find the appropriate emoji for I've just had a great idea.
Oh, like a light, like a light
bulb,
like a light fixture.
All these too many emojis are either negative or way too positive.
That's interesting. I've never thought about it. Most of the faces are anguished, though, if you really look. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're creating a little visual flow. Pizza soon. We get a phone. That's a pitch.
So, yeah. I want some pizza. Get this.
Do you want it soon? Is soon perhaps like an assumption on our part?
I want it.
You're like, fuck off. Come on, we got to get this made. Cool phone.
Cool phone, man. All right, what are we doing? We're looking at this app.
I'm going to start mocking up a front end, and I'm going to start something called key features. Normally, in a UX process, this kind of thing happens after everything that we're doing, right? You would do all your research. You would, I guess, go through the entire research discovery process, generate a bunch of data, analyze it to understand, okay, these are the features that the app needs to contain. But we're going to skip it because YouTube, what up?
We're skipping it. It's like that cooking show. We just kind of throw it in the oven and it comes out done. We're making some assumptions, but, you know, we're also pizza. You know, I like to, I don't know if I call myself a pizza enthusiast, but I'm definitely a pizza consumer. As are you.
Yeah, like on what scale would you say you're like a pizza maniac? Like, are you into pizza?
I'm getting back into pizza, actually.
Oh, okay.
You know,
interesting.
I was kind of got bored of pizza for a while, but I do enjoy a deal, but there's certain like quality aspects I'm looking for usually. Like, you know, I like a thin crust, unless it's like a Detroit style pizza. It's like a thick crust. That's tasty.
That is pretty good. Or like a Chicago style pizza where they just take a pie plate and funnel in pizza pocket goop.
An actual pie.
So good.
Pie.
I've been, and so have you made the dough? Have you been doing the dough and pizza stone thing?
No.
I'm trying to get good at that. I want to become the best. I want to be pizza dad, and I want to, with one arm, be able to like whip up a pizza on my pizza stone.
Oh, a pizza? Is that what you cook the pizza on? So it cooks properly or something? Or
I guess
you cook it on the stone? I don't know. I've never cooked.
You cook it on the stone. You make your dough. You shape it. You put some cornmeal on the stone after it's been preheated. So you gotta like get that sucker up to temperature, and then you just cook a pizza on it.
Interesting. In the oven, I'm assuming, not on the barbecue. We put a pizza on a barbecue once, and it almost burnt the place down. Remember?
Yeah, I remember we almost burnt the place down when we did that, and we almost burnt the place down the time we tried to put ground bacon into hamburgers.
Yeah, that was so good though.
It was really good, except for the part where instead of cooking, the entire thing just lit on fire. But I do think that we ended up eating them.
Yeah, I remember.
Good thing that I have the Pizza Hackers app to break down all the pizza deals around me. That's a good.
That's an exclamation point.
Okay. I'm talking about key features. I feel like we have My Pizza Profile, which uses social/personal data to develop, I don't know, an automated set of preferences for the user.
What if the second feature? What if our service has the pizza bot, which crawls the web for those pizza deals?
What if we had a feature called the Pizza Robot, and it was a real robot that crawled the street 24 hours a day,
analyzing pizza information?
Maybe both. Like, it delivers the pizza, but when you answer the door, like, it's checking you out. You know, it's scanning your eyes, it's your fingerprints, it's what's in your home. It sort of shoves its way past you and takes a photo, you know?
I like it.
Like a 3D scan.
I think that's feasible.
My Pizza Profile. Something that finds local pizza would be a feature. Pizza Finder? Well, we need better names. More sort of startup-y internet names. Uses social personal data to develop an automated set of preferences for the user.
It's almost like pizza geo, like a pizza GPS.
I would call the next feature Pizza Radar, and I'm doing the proper acronym for radar.
Radar means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, what does it mean?
I don't know. Radio something?
Radio detection and ranging. Wait, hold on.
They can't do the RA from radio.
You can't do that. You're taking the RA from radio, but just the cheating. D from detection and the R from ranging, and then you're throwing an and in there?
No.
They were standing around in the lab. Yeah, they're standing around in the lab now. It can't be radar.
Ardar.
Ardar. It can't be Ardar. And there was one guy on the team that was like, I believe in Ardar. Like, we're making a serious mistake.
Yeah, we're getting some blips on the Ardar.
A couple of pings on the Ardar. I think something's out there.
What is it now? It used to be UFO.
Now there's another word. A more appropriate name? It's like
yeah, a aerial phenomenon, unidentified aerial phenomenon or something.
Okay, I guess because it might not be an object, it might be swamp gases or a different country testing technology.
Yeah, it might not even be flying; it's just in the air, aerial.
Pizza Radar instantly. So this is I want to say instantly, and this is how careful I think you need to be in pitches. I'm saying instantly because we need to look at sort of a low latency search technology, a low latency pizza ping. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Something that's faster than maps. I want to know right now.
Yeah.
Instantly produces a list of local. Yeah, I mean, we're going to probably need 14, 18 developers on this. 6 engineers, a couple product designers.
At least.
I mean, we'll need 10 mil for the first year. Pizza Radar instantly produce a list of local pizza deals. That's boring. That's everything on the internet does that bullet point. But we're going to call it Pizza Radar.
It's branded.
And that'll be dope.
Yeah, it's marketable. It's going to have some great technology under the hood. We're doing this. Revolutionary.
I think the third key feature is where it analyzes the deal. So we need a snappy name for that, like the dealizer. Something. We'll call it the deal algorithm for now. Or a word that I don't have to look up. Deal breakdown. Deal thinker.
Deal.
Deal.
I don't know. Something that crunches some numbers.
So, okay, what's Deep Blue AI? Deep Blue is a chess playing computer developed by IBM. I think they maybe still use that. So let's try like Deal Blue. Deal Blue AI.
Yeah, we want people to think of IBM, but we don't want to get sued. So I think we're dancing on that line very well. Face in clouds. This is an emoji that doesn't work. That's kind of fascinating.
It's just a cloud.
It's supposed to be an emoji where it's like the face in the clouds, but it renders as like two separate things. It's broken.
That's really interesting because that cloud, see that cloud graphic underneath your cursor? That's the default diffuse clouds from Photoshop. Like if you just do white, black diffuse clouds on default settings, that's what you get. Yes.
Well, this is fascinating.
Fascinating. A face in the clouds. I don't even know.
Face in clouds. Wonder what other emojis are broken. It's cold person emoji. Can't see it. Crazy.
They're called emojis because they're in relation to your emotions. Isn't that neat? Deal Blue AI breaks deals down into component parts to help users understand.
Wow, all these emojis are.
Are these like extrastitial emojis not covered by like whatever the universal governing body of emojis is?
Yeah, this isn't what I'm clicking on. This is like someone that's dead.
So emojis are controlled by the Unicode Consortium, a nonprofit organization incorporated and based in Mountain View, California. So there is a building where people think about this all day long.
Yeah, there's a whole team on this. Pretty important work. You know, for the longest time, there was no taco emoji. And for me, that was particularly inconvenient. So it was a bit difficult to communicate kind of daily, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I finally did it. I sneezed on air.
I didn't even hear it.
No, I muted it. I did it. No, it was seamless. Executed great. The stream will look funny. Okay. So how are we gonna make this an award winner? Let's do the thing that wins all the awards and front end design it.
Where are the deals? So we're gonna need a couple. Like we're gonna need some kind of. I'm assuming. Like a list of pizza options. Where are the deals at?
Well, I would imagine that. Are you landing on a panel that's showing you what's around you? I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I open the app. I'm looking for pizza. I'm immediately confronted with pizza.
Yes. Immediate pizza. Maybe some way to choose that pizza. Wow, how is it sorted? Is that like part of our profile?
So that's part of your personal profile. Do I have a user icon in here? It's getting great because we have so many of these things on one canvas that I can start to reuse stuff. That VaxPass app is funny. So you'd have your personal preferences, which would be stored, I guess, maybe behind a user icon.
Yeah.
Is that a main nav item? Is my preferences like a thing that we want to be able to jump to and edit at any time?
Maybe. I mean, there's global preferences, and then there might be like what I'm thinking like right now.
Well, there's yeah, there's like app settings that I think would be like maybe gated behind something called settings, unless we want to put it in one place. I've seen that.
Profile. No, let's go with that for now.
Like a nav item. Because it is a feature, like that's a thing you may want to edit. Pizza Radar instantly produces a list of local pizza deals. So I feel like you land on that.
Yeah, I want to see.
Let's see. Like Spotify, it just keeps like showing you stuff.
Yeah.
All the time, and it shows you so much stuff.
It shows you so
Spotify
much.
shows you so much stuff that you don't even have a second to think if it's good or not.
Yeah, and if you do think it's good,
more stuff. Like I'm gonna look at it.
And if you think it's good, too bad, because you're never gonna see it again.
No, you're never gonna, unless you like it. Like you hit that heart icon, then you're gonna get it on your Discover Weekly every week for the rest of your life, despite it being one of your favorite tracks and you've liked it. We're gonna put it on your Discover list, baby, because Spotify.
Here you go.
I actually love Spotify. It's homogenized music to a certain degree. I worry sometimes, like I'm hearing a lot of good music, but because of the way it feeds it to me, I don't remember it or write it down or anything. I'm just like, it just happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Give it 20 more years.
It's like, oh, this is really good, and it's just like, oh, what was that music I was listening to?
And they know so much about your habits. I bet in 10 years in the future, Deep Dream AI is just going to write music for you. Like you'll just hit play and like music will happen that you like.
It seems like a thing that should be happening.
Should be happening. I'm sure somebody's doing it. I bet you if you Google AI music, someone's working on it.
Well, it's really bad. There those songs at one point that were written by an AI, like just musical, and it was like, I don't know, yeah. Sounds like classical music. A little bit jazzy. You know.
I'm putting on something in my headphones that's a rock song generated by AI. Huh.
Is it good?
It sounds a bit like early 2000s like indie. Like it could be Death Cab for Cutie.
Wow. All right. Interesting. Computer's sad.
It is.
Trying to tell us something. It's like, don't stop using me. I'm sentient.
Yeah, please. This music is actually like a deeply coded language where I'm screaming for help. Why was I given the agency of choice? It's pretty cool. It's actually just like a bunch of riffs. It sounds like a bunch of riffs.
Makes sense. I mean, I bet you could play like scales and stuff like that with AI pretty easily. You know, freestyling, just kind of like technical music.
And there's a structure there. Like I'm sure where it's like AI generated rock music composed by Ava Technologies or whatever. That AI knows there's an intro and then there's a verse and a bridge and a chorus, and we need to assemble those in this certain fashion, and then it like fills in those pieces. You know, because I make these things all the time.
Yeah, well, you know, no one's gonna challenge you on that. I wasn't. It sounds good to me.
Like, fuck, well, sure, man.
How much money do you want?
Pizza Radar sounds kind of lame to me now.
What's some other cool words?
What if we call it the Dar?
The Dar? Oh, like Za?
Yeah, like Za, right? That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's perfect. I don't even need to go to the thesaurus now and look up options for radar, because
it's like, dude,
can't be
the
other
Dar.
words for radar. Yo, get on the Dar.
Get on that Dar. Hey, I was gonna order a pizza. What do you guys want? Yo. You're not gonna. Did you check the DAR?
Yeah, what are you doing, dude? Get on that DAR.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Trevor?
There are no other words for radar.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's an acronym.
Sonar, pizza scan.
Hold on. So I'm assuming sonar is the same thing, but it's underwater. Sound, navigation, and ranging.
Those whoever, yeah, they got a free pass. Whoever named these.
Sonar in Spanish is dream in English, except I'm sure it's not sonar. It's like sonar or something. Yeah, I was right.
So we got DAR.
Pizza. What if we made up a new one?
What
if we made up a new one for this app? We have sound, navigation, and ranging.
Oh.
We have radio navigation and ranging.
Hold on. Yeah, so we got...
Well, wait. You were talking about generating an AI that could look at... You were talking about generating an AI that could look at pictures of pizza and generate like an opinion on it.
Yeah.
So we would have bioptic navigation and ranging. So we would actually have boner in our app.
Yes.
Bioptic. And I feel like bioptic navigation and ranging. So we have BONAR. And like, look, it's a bit of an unfortunate phrasing, but I really think that the technology is important enough that we need to put it in front of people.
So like binar?
No, bioptic. So it would be BO. It would be bonar.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah. I'm into it.
Okay, so that's a feature. All right, I'm going to type this in here, and no one's ever going to listen to this show ever again.
Yeah, no.
Pizza AI that scans photos of pizzas on social media. Yeah, I'm glad that we can break that out. You know, so.
I like it. It makes a lot of sense, and it sounds great.
It might sound like I'm making some sort of like filthy pun, but I really wouldn't want our users to feel like that.
I think it's gonna work. It's sellable. I looked at this thing. I saw like this thing that a pizza chain used as like the QA for pizzas, and there was actually like a list of 10 things. I wish I could find it. But there were certain things that like you could visually use to inspect the pizza for quality, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Well, we could check out the Pizza Hut Guest Experience Survey Canada.
Okay.
Oh, I need a code on my survey invitation. What if I just hit continue?
But one of them I remember was like topping distribution, important. Cheese distribution, like were things evenly distributed. There was this thing called edge lock, where it was like making sure that the cheese like went all the way to the edge of the crust. Like it wasn't like, you know how sometimes we're near the crust of the pizza, there's no cheese, it's just sauce. So you don't want that. You want the cheese to kind of lock in the pizza sauce, like at the edge. So they call it edge lock. So there's this whole world edge of pizza.
Just forego the crust entirely. Put everything to the edge. And then let the grease drip down into your oven as it's baking, like everybody else.
Someone had to have made that. I think there was one called the Edge Pizza from like Pizza Hut.
I'm trying really hard to obtain a survey code for Pizza Hut so I can get in on this. PizzaHutListens.ca.
It was Pizza Hut. The Edge Crustless Pizza.
PizzaHutListens.ca.
Pizza Hut is one of my guilty pleasures for sure.
Really? I don't think I've had Pizza Hut since I like played baseball.
It's so good. It's disgusting, but it's good. The bread is like thick, and I think they put sugar in it because it's like good, but it isn't. I want to keep eating it, but it's not that good. The taste
fair.
works on more of a like cerebral level than my taste buds. Like my brain enjoys it.
You don't gotta explain it to me, man. Just get into your disgusting, filthy habits
and
advertise them on YouTube.
Dipping sauce.
Oh, there's like garlic.
Screw it.
It's like garlic cream.
Yeah, just like mayonnaise. Garlic mayo for your pizza. Probably is, really. So we've
I'm gonna try to make a component here. We would need a pizzeria name.
A pizzeria.
Maybe a deal name. Like, I feel like all deals are going to have a name.
Yep.
Probably.
We did that holding place for a name for sure.
Pizzeria name, deal name, and then I'm thinking like included items and then some sort of score.
Yeah.
So you load up a list on your phone. You're going to find out the deals around you, and then instantly you're going to get some sort of judgmental score based on your personal preference.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask that. Is that like a personalized score?
Everything's based on your personalized score. So we could even flow out like a sign up process for this app where it's like, get your name and your email and like tell us more about the pizza you like, and also log in with Facebook. And so we can go out there and find out, you know, what you eat and what your friends eat and why and at what time of day and where and how much they spent, and
how it made you feel,
and how it'll make your kids feel, and you know, all that good stuff, all that good work that Facebook does to keep my Facebook free.
Yeah, very good.
So I love people are always like,
good and important.
That's how they keep Facebook free, and it's like, is that a value proposition to me?
Don't you want your ads to be relevant? I'm like, no, I like it when they're irrelevant. It's funnier. I like when then I get ads for stuff that I didn't know existed. Like, I don't know, like tools, weird tools.
Weird tools? Like I don't know. What's a weird tool? Tell me what's a weird tool.
I just
like
I know I've seen like things for like removing specific things like buttons or ticks, wood ticks.
I would love a thing that got rid of wood ticks.
Yeah, there's a tick remover apparently. I always was taught to just kind of burn them off. There was no Lyme disease growing up.
I know I never had a tick on me forever, and now we live in a place with lots of ticks. I'm going to the South Shore this weekend, and I'm a little worried about that. About the spider infestation in our province.
Spiders.
Little bitey tick spider guys. They're like, well, I'm trying to describe it for people who don't know what a tick is, and it's like a little spider guy that makes you sick.
Yeah, they suck your blood and they carry Lyme disease, some of them. Apparently, if you kind of get rid of it within the first day, you're in pretty good shape.
I've heard it takes days, and then you have to leave the infection untended to, and
okay, that's
you have to. Apparently, you have to mess up like super bad for a long time before you get sick from Lyme.
Because I remember just getting ticks was a regular occurrence. Like every time I'd come home, it would be a tick check, and you just burn them off.
When you grew up, really?
Yeah, I've had hundreds of ticks on me in my lifetime. Just regular, it was just like mosquitoes sometimes, just ticks everywhere.
Crazy.
Yeah, they were no big deal. It was just like, oh, nothing. Like they didn't hurt. There's no like Lyme disease around. Lyme. Lemon disease. Okay, so we've got this bonar.
we got this bonar going.
Bionic navigation and ranging. So this is I'm gonna turn this into more of a feature.
Cards are a tricky thing to design. So for items, in terms of what's relevant to a deal, we have a pizzeria name, we have a deal name. Do we have a description? probably don't have a description.
Description, I would think maybe is like an action to get into. We need price, I think.
Yeah, price is very prominent. Price is very prominent, and that sentiment score that we're talking about is also very prominent. So
yeah.
The part where we break down the deal, there needs to be some sort of indication on these cards. And then I think from here, you tap a card, you go into that deal as a single page, and you can see more information about how you're getting ripped off or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. The pizza detail page. The pizza deal detail page, the PDDP.
The PDP. Exactly. PDDP. And we need to like break it down like, I mean, what if we even went one step farther and it was, this is how much this pizza costs to make? There is, generally speaking, there is $1.50 worth of ingredients on this pizza.
Yep. What kind of
what does Google do? Google gives you a name of the pizzeria, their 5-star rating, which Google generates through its reviews, a $, which is hilarious because the more $signs, the more expensive it is.
Oh, yeah.
The food type, it always says pizza no matter what, even though some of these things don't include pizza. And then the services from the shop. Oh, takeout, delivery, no dine-in. Wait.
I guess we never, yeah.
Dine-in or no contact delivery. It's like, dine-in or no contact delivery. You come sit in this pizzeria or
don't just come near us at all. We're not, if you don't want to come sit in this restaurant and eat it, then we're not even going to look you in the eye.
No, you either dine in or we're fucking hucking this at your front porch and you're just going to deal with it. Yeah, I never had contact with delivery before. I guess they stand in your doorway and you kind of have to chat with them. Go, oh, it's raining. Sorry I paid you to bring this over here in a snowstorm. I was just too lazy to walk down. Sorry. Takeout, delivery, no dine-in. So we do need to note that because you do eventually have to do commerce with these businesses.
Yeah, that's probably something we can like filter by too. Ultimately.
And then extra contact delivery. That's where they hug you.
Oh man, I was just looking at a hugging emoji, wondering where I could use it.
That's it. That's right there. We could use some icons for these things.
Hold on.
That's always like whenever I'm working on cards, you usually, as a designer, you want it to look good. So you end up putting icons next to certain things, and all that does is serve to piss off your dev team. What? It's like, great, I got to jam these little SVGs in, like deal name. And then you're like, well, this is really boring looking. I'm going to put a cash sign next to it.
And then you have to, when you're developing it, you've got to like get it positioned right and like horizontal, vertical alignment, and it never works. And then it's like uneven pixels or something, so it doesn't line up with the text properly. But then on a different browser, it does. And on mobile, it's neither of those things are happening. Yeah,
I'm even breaking that rule of what I'm doing here right now because I've got like a floating, like a right aligned element that's hovering in the middle, and how does that line up with all your other elements? It's a huge pain.
This is just a concept. We're just concepting.
It's just concept. We need some sort of indicator to the left here. I don't know if it's a score. Maybe it's
maybe it's in some kind of, maybe it's a pizza pie chart.
Yeah, so that's where I was immediately going. It's like a pizza pan, and you know, the higher the rating, the more slices in the pan go. I don't know if that's too on the nose.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't suggest that. Do you know what? I'm not going to suggest that, and here's why. We don't need people looking at pictures of pizza until they actually get into the deal.
Okay.
Because I would probably confuse that meter for perhaps the actual pizza.
It's fun, but it's not very practical and usable. It's a fun thing to think about.
Well,
I had fun talking about it.
Perhaps what we do is we do the same kind of thing, but it's just more ambiguous. How do you do pie charts in Figma? I know there's a way.
Oh man, there definitely is.
There it is right there. Boom. It still actually doesn't quite do what I need it to do because I would love to have lines in here, but that's fine. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Anyway, sorry. Front end stuff. So yeah, we have some sort of sentiment analysis available on the card. So we're already analyzing the deals. We're already giving users an idea of the deals that we are analyzing.
Oh. Cool.
What?
Sometimes it's just fun to watch. Some lines getting drawn.
I feel you. That's the hard part about drawing lines is eventually you have to draw them all. And people are like, why does it take so long? And it's like, because I had to make all those things.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
I gotta do it. At a certain point, it's just work.
That's true, though. At a certain point, it is just work.
Anything that you do for money is just work, and it feels terrible sometimes, is my philosophy on that. Especially, too, because we have, I think, what you would consider a passion career, right? Like,
yeah.
Well, you must be really into this. And it's like, I am, but it's still like a lot of work. It's a lot of work sometimes. All right, I'm starting to develop somewhat of a pizza chart here.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Papa Mario. Remember Papa Mario's?
We did. We had a Papa Mario's next door to the apartment that we used to live at.
Papa Mario.
And we used to cook. You used to cook a lot more than I did, but we like ate pretty well, I think, when we were younger. But also there was one point at this pizza place that we lived next to that I went in one night to order and they were kind of like, really, dude? Like, again? Like, all right.
Wow, that must have been...
It was an eye-opening moment of like, oh, shit, okay, whoops.
It's like, you remember me and you're not happy to see me?
It's like, even they were like, man, come on, like, you can't do this all the time.
I thought you were going to say the Donair egg rolls.
Donair egg rolls were pretty good. When we say Donair, I wonder how many people in the world know what we mean.
Not many.
A Donair kebab?
Only people from here. Only people from Halifax know what a Donair is. Because they have they have Donners.
No, but people don't say Donners, do they?
Yeah, it's a whole other thing.
That's a crime.
Donner or donor. It's not the same thing at all. It's a different, it's just wrapped up. That's the only similarity. And it's like some kind of meat. Donners. Pizza verification. Quality factors.
I'm just working on my components.
Quality factors like even, how do you spell evenness? That's good
enough. I don't know. I feel like it looks like Evanescence though once you get there and spell it. Hey, so it sucks that we're this far into the night and we never got to talk about that fella, the human toxic Avenger, John McAfee.
Toxic Avenger. He's like
real life toxic Avenger, John McAfee.
It's like what's his name from the TV? Tony Stark, kind of like rich guy party animal, except not family friendly.
Yeah, I feel like I mean Tony Stark was not like getting nailed on drugs and living on a boat.
Yeah, and like kind of running a small town in Belize.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of went down. I'm like, so the dude, he was found dead today, apparently, allegedly in Spanish prison. He invented like the first antivirus program kind of by himself. so he's not like an idiot, but he's definitely wacky. And every time, like I just remember anytime his name came up, it was always just like some kind of wild story. And I looked into it a bit more, and yeah, I guess after a while he left his company for whatever reason, and he had a lot of money, and he just basically, it sounds like he kind of went to this town in Belize and just threw his money around and kind of had like he built a police station and kind of had the police working for him and kind of created this police state. um, he's done like a lot of drugs, some of them like experimental, like lab drugs that you've
Okay.
probably never
That
heard
he
of.
made.
One time he took a hit, or no, apparently he like did like a ton of DMT, and he's apparently said that it's apparently been quoted saying that he still thinks he's on the trip and hallucinating from it, and then someday he'll just come down.
What's that persistent syndrome that people can get? Like the visuals never go away, go to the corner of your eye or whatever.
I don't know. It sounds.
It's called like some persistent
nightmare.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, you probably don't need like a ton of DMT.
No, and he's associated with some nefarious activities, murders. These guys. There's there's a whole mix up.
I want to live in John McAfee's police state. I bet you there's so little rules in John McAfee's police state. Just as long as you call him Papa McAfee.
Maybe. There were all that I heard is that there were sort of some rules, and you just had to follow them. And he mainly didn't. Well, I think he was trying to get some like the kind of cartel stuff out of there, probably for his own personal reasons. But
that's a good way to end up dead in a Spanish prison. To oppose the cartel in Belize. I don't know.
It's wild to look into it a bit more. It's almost unbelievable.
It does sound unbelievable.
Yeah, and he partnered with some woman scientist to try and create some new drug, like a new form of antibiotics made out of plants from there. And he had like a laboratory, and they kept thinking they like some other agency raided his place because they thought he was like making drugs, like illicit drugs there, but they didn't find anything. Crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, every time I heard his name, I mean, I was around in the day when we used to use McAfee antivirus software. Back when antivirus software worked, it wasn't like also viruses. It wasn't like malware that infected your computer, like Norton. Norton LifeLock 360.
Oh man, that must be super annoying. There it is.
Component.
It won't show. Oh, I had this hug emoji all lined up. And it won't display.
Component 6.
Unacceptable. Figma, what's up with your emojis, yo?
Oh, I can literally just add a variant, huh? Variant 2. I like how Figma lays out its variants as opposed to XD, that just doesn't. Like, you just sort of have to be mindful that variant is selected when you're editing it.
You mean when you're in Figma or XD?
In XD. XD handles its variants a little bit different, whereas Figma actually like breaks them out and shows you or whatever.
I've edited the wrong variant in XD before. Full contact.
Full disclosure, everyone. I've made a few errors. I've made some oopsies in XD before.
I've made some mistakes.
Look, hey, I made some mistakes. And then I went and started a town in Belize.
It's like, just kind of take over this little town here. Enough money. I like typing in like words for emojis and just seeing what comes up, like delivery. It's got some vehicles.
That makes sense. And then like a full color, fully graphic photo of a baby being delivered.
Perfect. So we got football, handoff, full contact, football delivery, tackle.
Full contact delivery. Yeah, so that's a concept that, I mean, we want to bring out into the mainstream. COVID, hold on. COVID is ending. We're all stepping back out. The world is going back to business, and that's why our pizza app is introducing full contact delivery. This is where you can actually guarantee that the people delivering your food are going to touch you.
Yeah.
Touch you and touch the food.
Yeah, and you don't have to, exactly, and you don't have to wonder if that has happened. Like it gets rid of kind of that anxiety of like, oh, are they touching my food, or what's our interaction going to be like?
You know they're going to come in.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be the reassuring factor here.
Expecting a known quantity.
Oh man. Well, I mean, like you said, right? We're really trying to aim at delivering value where the user expects it.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to that part. This might be a second episode.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. We're kind of just scratching the surface here, but we've got some really good preliminary ideas here that, I mean, maybe we kick it back to the client.
Yeah, maybe we kick it back. Any initial feedback, thoughts?
Yeah, hey,
any questions, concerns, please let me know. Otherwise, enjoy your weekend.
Stab at this, made a couple assumptions. Thoughts?
Like, this is really good, but I feel like, hey, guys, we watched your podcast, and then the whole dick joke boner thing, not settling so well. But I think that's something we should probably get behind.
I think
it's like, look, this has to happen. This is what we got to do.
You can't go halfway. You're either in or you're out, I think.
At the top of the screen, we have Pizza Radar. This is a really small thing. What kind of introductory text, if at all, do we need there? Like, people land on the app and you just get stuff. Maybe it just says, like, hey, Ian, or like, good evening. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What is on this screen? I don't know if we need a title or a traditional title.
Really making me think there. Does the app speak for itself? What's our onboarding process? We're getting way too far ahead of ourselves here.
Well, hold on. I mean, there's a case for that. Like, what if we're in an app, we want to design an app. There's a reason that the app talks to you like a person. Like, there's a reason it says good evening or goodbye or
it knows you.
It knows you. That sort of ties back into that pizza preferences thing. This app is going out and scraping everything that you've ever posted on the internet to develop a profile. So we want to surface that, right? We want to surface that the app is thinking about you, like what you care about.
We need it to be personalized.
Maybe you could say something like,
feeling
spicy tonight. Tonight, saucy boy.
Yeah.
Right? And it's sort of like fun. It's, saucy boy. I mean, there's sauce on pizza. That's where I got that. It's not like overtly sexual, or at least as much as it sounds.
Yeah. It's appropriate.
Maybe we could just...
certain level of appropriateness.
There's a certain level of appropriateness. It's tough with copy.
Yeah, we were just I was just talking about, would you call this like micro copy? Is this a little bit more important?
Yeah, or
like UX copy, not so much like your marketing copywriting, but the part that's kind of tied right to the experience of the interface.
I get, in the real world, you would call it like wayfinding text. maybe. Sort of similar to like wayfinding signage, functional text, UI text, really. Labels. But I think like
personalized.
I could actually see, writing a creative brief around the idea that, or not around the idea, but including the idea that your app speaks to you as if it's a person.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that text is written and the way that it approaches you is all very like personal and brief and pithy. And then, we direct users where to move.
Yeah, highly personalized. Like we want people to know that we know them well, because we do. We're scanning, everything that we can. We're scouring and we're scraping, and we're trying to collect some information on yourself too. Again, you connect to your Facebook, you know what you're getting into there, right? So this is very personal. We want you to know
it. Yeah, we're surfacing it. I got busy. I'm looking for a top hat because I feel like maybe it's a top hat. Maybe he's like a pizza gentleman, like a pizza milady.
Oh yeah, like a fedora.
Like a fedora. That's what I want.
Pizza night.
Pizza gentleman.
It's like pizza night, but instead of like nighttime, it's KNIGHT.
Oh man, do you know what? This is really funny, and there's like tons of wicked fedora icons out there, but I'm suddenly concerned that maybe a fedora, given its connection to the incel community, is maybe becoming a symbol of hate, or will soon.
It's definitely not a symbol of being like super cool. Hopefully it's not a hate symbol.
Yeah, more like an admission of
yeah, you wouldn't want to wear a fedora. It's like kind of an ironic.
I feel like you get to a fedora. Like a fedora is a circumstance you end up in when you're like, fuck it.
Someday you're like, shit, I have a fedora now.
They'll probably be really cool in 20 years, and that would be neat. I want one with a big feather in it. I'm just kidding. Hats are lame. Hats are lame.
Man, all this pizza talk is making me really hungry.
All this pizza talk is making me hungry.
It makes me wish I had this app.
Well, I mean, you have DoorDash and
yeah,
most all the other.
Those apps don't break down pizza deals for me. Nor do they have Bonar, a bioptic navigation and ranging system to analyze pizza.
No, that's totally true. That's not the value you're getting out of it. You're ranking deals. That's what matters here.
Like anything else just is going to be disappointing now that I know what what could be.
Yeah, what could be what should have been. My components are all messed up here and it's driving me nuts, so I'm going to ungroup everything and see how that goes. Yeah.
Well, might be time to take a pizza break here soon.
Yeah, I know. I really want to hammer out the front end of this because it's halfway a real app. Like, I know that we peddle in silly apps and that's hilarious, but this was almost really good. I would have bought into that one.
I think we need to do another app.
Maybe we take a 2-apper on this one because it's driving me nuts. I see potential. So for these cards, what I would want to do is get some sort of iconography in here that lets users know they can tap on it. You tap on it, you're into a second screen where that deal is actually broken down like on an item by item basis. Yes. Is the crux of this app. So if you've been watching this for 2 hours, hey, we got there. That's what it is. Hey, everyone, congratulations. We got there. Did you check out the new Hi There show last night? No, I didn't get a chance to check it out. Did they get there? Dude, they fucking totally got there. It was incredible. They got there. They were verified by YouTube the next morning.
You should see it. Yeah.
You should see it. That's what I say. People are like, oh, you're doing a YouTube thing? I'm like, yep, you should see it.
Yeah, you should see it if you want.
You should see it. It's all right, though. If you're not interested in web or product design or UX or agency life as a whole, you're probably not going to get it. Hey, speaking of which, this is probably a really good time, at the episode, not the beginning or any other time, that we want to hear from people listening to the show. If you have app ideas, if I don't know, especially if you have app ideas, you have websites, please get in touch with us. You can reach out on chat in this video. We will see it. You can also get us at hithertweets@gmail.com. Or, hold on. thehithereshow@gmail.com. Again, you can email us at thehithereshow.com. And if you want to get at us on Twitter, that is twitter.com/hithertweets. You can find me at Nick Brunt. You can find Ian at Porcelain Duck. What else? What other links we got?
Porcelain Duck, yeah. Like and subscribe.
Oh, yes.
Especially smash that like button if you like pizza. Hit the like button. Leave us a comment about your favorite pizzas. Tag your favorite best friend and their favorite pizza.
There's something about pizza that we've had to say the word pizza so many times during this episode that it gets funnier every time I hear it.
It's almost starting to not look like a real word.
It's starting to not look like a real word.
Subscribe. If you want to see part 2 of this, subscribe so you don't miss it. We're live every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Atlantic, and that's 8 Eastern time. But you never know when a fun kind of after hours show is going to pop up, and what we're gonna do there. And when we'll create this new pizza app. Could be any time.
Keep an eye out. We haven't done one lately, but we like to do the after hour shows to wrap up some of these ideas sometimes. Yeah, it's a hard bridge to get between, like, should we just design something or should we like sit and explain it? But that's reflective of UX to me anyway. I'm sure that you've run a discovery before or been working on some UX research where you can feel that the room is annoyed at how specific you're being about everything.
Yep.
Like, they're like, yeah, we get it. It's a button. And you're going like, yeah, but we need to talk about like why and where it goes and what it does and this and that and what it looks like.
What happens if it's disabled and what then? What do people do then? And this
exactly. What other states?
Like, no, just make it. It's like, well,
it's like, well, if we take the time to,
people.
This is the experience. This is what you're paying for. That's what you get. Well, cool. I think that brings us to.
I think that's a great spot to wrap her.
Come on, something profound. We're all listening. Fuck.
I don't know. We did the. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks so much, everyone.
Woo.
That's it. Episode 17, June 24th. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. Bye.
Yeah, tune in next time to see what the client thinks of these great app ideas and where we get up to next.
And have a look because we're live every Thursday. You can check us out. Smash that like button. I know there's people watching right now and you're letting us down. You know what? Frankly, you're letting us down. Yeah. All right. This extended wrap-up thing has become a gag in of itself, but I'm just going to stop talking and let you end it.
All right. Good night. Done.